If you've ever experienced a man who is putting his feelings onto you, his problems, he's dumping them, he's expecting you to hold space for him while he vents, while he dumps, while he shares all of his difficulties that he's having in his day, all of his problems, all of his negativity, you are being put in a situation that you are never supposed to be put into as a woman. The feminine is meant to be led with care and with devotion. You are not meant to be a man's therapist. You are not meant to be a man's mummy when he has problems. If a man has problems, he is supposed to be going to one of his friends, his circle of men, ideally, who are able to help him with these kind of problems. That is not what a woman is there for. I'm going to explain why this is not a woman's role. I'm going to explain what you need to do if you find yourself in this kind of situation. And I'm going to explain why you've been attracting this kind of behavior from a man in the past. So first, understand that there are important roles in a relationship. A man is supposed to be in his masculine and he's leading. A woman is supposed to be in her feminine and she is receiving. You are supposed to be in the role of being taken care of by a man. And a man is supposed to be in the role of taking care of you. To illustrate, the best way that I can illustrate why a dynamic of a man sharing his problems with his woman is not good, let's compare it to a parent-child relationship. Should you as a mother go to your child and share all of your problems with that child and put that burden onto that child? Should they be holding space for all of your stuff that you are dealing with? No. That's going to bring up insecurities. That's going to put the child more in a masculine energy of like, I need to take care of my mom, which is not the way that it's supposed to be. The mother is there to take care of the child, not the other way. You have the container for the relationship, and the child needs to feel that safety and that ease and the lack of responsibility of taking care of you, okay? Now, you might be thinking at this point, like, okay, yeah, but I'm not a child. I don't want to be a child with a man. And I completely understand. This can be a resistance that women have understanding this polarity. And I'm not suggesting that you are a child. I'm not suggesting that you have the immaturity of a child in any kind of way. You're a grown woman. However, if you want a dynamic where you are being taken care of, you are being cherished, you are experiencing devotion from a man, that means that your feminine instinct is relatively online. That's a good thing, because there's lots of women out there where their feminine instinct is not online. And if that's what you want, then you need to understand that there are specific roles that a man and woman should have. The man is there to lead. He's there to hold space for you. He's there to open you up. He's there to protect you. He's there to provide for you. In the exact same way that a parent is supposed to be doing all of that for a child. That doesn't mean that you're a child. That just means that you're in the same role that a child happens to be in. There's other roles that are like this as well, right? Like my women clients in my academy program, they are in the role of being taken care of. I am there and my team is there to take care of them. We are in our masculine, we are leading, we are platonically cherishing them, providing them with the information that they need to grow, holding space for them to open up, creating the safety for them. Now imagine if I, as a coach, just started dumping all of my problems onto my clients, right? Like they come to me to get help with their problems, and now I'm sending, I got all these problems with my wife. My wife was yelling at me that didn't actually happen, but hypothetically, my wife's yelling at me, and my business, it's struggling. I'm not making as much, and I'm getting really stressed about it. I'm putting my woman client into this really masculine energy. It's flipping the dynamic. It's flipping the roles. My clients aren't children, including my men clients. They're not children either, but it would still be flipping the roles in that way, right? I'm there to take care of them. I'm there to lead them. I'm there to help them. So it's not about being a child. It's not even about being a woman necessarily, because there are roles where a man's being taken care of, like a coach-client relationship. Do you want to be taken care of? If you do, then it is not your responsibility to receive a man's problems. this can be kind of triggering for women. Some, you might be right now just like, wow, this is amazing. This could actually be me. I could have this. Or you might be like, oh, but that's really selfish. And like, I don't know about that. Because women have been conditioned to believe that they need to be in their masculine supporting their partner as well. You might have even had to support your parents in some way. Like there's a reason that these beliefs, this way of operating exists for you in the first place. But I mean, you can have a relationship however you want. It's just that there's going to be consequences. If you want this kind of dynamic, understand it's okay. One of the things that I do on these videos, the reason I put these videos out is to help you accept yourself, to help you accept your feminine instinct, to accept your feelings that come up. Like if you feel that kind of like, that ickiness, that heaviness, when a man does that stuff, I'm here to tell you it's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not selfish. You're a woman, and your feminine instinct is at least somewhat online, and that's it. And now the question is, what do we do about it? If you want to be cherished and you don't want to be receiving this from a man, well, the first thing is understanding that a man's responsibility is not to put this on his woman. It's to get counsel, get help, whatever, from male friends. The way that it's supposed to be, like in the olden days, is there's going to be like a tribal leader or village leader and a council of wise men and also uncles and grandfathers and all of this, and he should be going to them with his problems. If he doesn't have that, he needs to create that. He should not be using you for that purpose. And understand that if you enable it, you're not actually really helping him. You're not helping him by becoming his mother, at least his mother part of the time. You're going to help him by you shifting into your feminine self-worth, no longer enabling this kind of behavior, not in a masculinized, resistant, disrespectful way. There's a way of doing it that's very beautiful and will often inspire a man to start seeing himself more clearly, start stepping up in the way that he needs. I'm going to explain how to do that in a moment. First, I'm going to tell you, I used to be the man that I'm describing right now. One of the reasons that I know so much about this and I can talk about this stuff endlessly is because I was that man with my wife and also past girlfriends, at least the ones I was really serious about. I didn't understand that it was my job to lead, that I was meant to be in the caretaking role for my wife. I thought we were supposed to do everything 50-50. Nobody taught me this. I didn't watch YouTube videos about this. My father didn't explain this to me, so I didn't know. I was just doing all I knew how to do. And so when I had problems, I'd bring them up with my wife. Now, I wasn't really expecting her to solve my problems. That would make it much, much worse. Now it's like real mothering mode that I'm putting her in. But I would share them. Not even necessarily from like a venting place. Not a lot, but I would share them. And I'd want her to hear them. I want her to see me and understand me. The kind of things that a woman should want a man to do. Right? You want to be seen. You want to be heard. You want to be understood. You want space held for you to share your problems that you're experiencing. And you want solutions as well. But you don't want a man to just go into solutions immediately. You want to be truly held and seen and understood first, of course. So that's what I did to my wife. And my wife, she wasn't happy about it. I knew that she wasn't happy about it. But she wasn't vulnerable. She wasn't vulnerable with the pain that I was causing her, the anxiety that I was causing her, the loss of connection that I was causing our relationship. She would more joke about it, right? That's a way of getting rid of the tension and the yuckiness. Is women just trying to play it off, make jokes, be silly. You're just tolerating. You're enabling a man's emasculation because you don't know better. That's all. You're doing your best and you just don't know better. You just need someone to tell you how to do it differently. And that's me right now. I'm going to tell you what you need to be doing in this situation, but first I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Zach Rohde. I'm here to lead you into creating the relationship of your dreams using your feminine energy and what I call feminine communication to inspire a man into cherishing you. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that below. Hit the notification bell, and of course be sure to like this video because I'm going to make sure it's a good one for you. And if you would like help learning how to shift out of your unhealthy control patterns and into opening up to a man's provision, devotion, inspiring that kind of care from him, go to my website, below this video, open up the description, click relationshipyourdreams.com, watch my free 45-minute training. You can also check out all of my other offers there as well. That's where everything is. That's the links to my Facebook group are there. My links to my Instagram, my links to my Masterclass, my books, everything. So go there, check it out, see what's available. Because there's so much more than just these videos to help you. Okay, so tell me below before we continue. Have you experienced this from a man? What have you experienced? What did you do in such a situation? Did you tolerate his dumping? Did you complain about it? Did you try using feminine communication, if you're familiar with my work? What happened? I want to know. I might bring it up on a future video. So what you need to do in this situation, again, you cannot enable this. And you need to understand, you have no obligation to tolerate this. This is not your job to tolerate this, to enable this behavior, to hold space for this. Understand that. Feel that. The truth of that I am telling you on the deepest levels. It is not your responsibility. And does that mean that your man might suffer for a while because he doesn't have you to vent and be an emotional toilet for him? Yeah. But now the man, your man, is going to have a choice to start growing up. Men can grow through suffering. They're not going to grow through you enabling their unhealthy patterns. So you have to choose for yourself. Like, yeah, this might hurt my man. But you need to put yourself first. You are not a martyr. This is not your responsibility. You don't have to lie down and you don't have to kill your feminine. You don't have to murder your feminine to be in a relationship, to support your man, because it's not your job. Your job is to be in your feminine all the time. And that's where feminine communication comes in. You must tell him what you are feeling. So what are you feeling when he does this? I'm going to take a guess. You tell me in the comments what you're feeling. Feel anxiety and probably irritation, maybe some anger, depending on the extreme of this, maybe some built up resentment if it's something that you've dealt with for a long time. There might be some other feelings too. There might be some guilt if you try not enabling this behavior. That's also okay. All of your feelings are valid. All of your feelings are welcome. You need to share those with your man. You need to ask permission to share. You need to ask permission for help. May I please have some help with what I'm feeling? He's like, yeah. What are you feeling? Oh, I feel a lot of anxiety. Oh, why do you feel anxiety? All right. And then the conversation begins. And then you need to share the problem, what is coming up for you, without blaming him, without judging him. We're not going to get into that on this one. It takes forever to really break apart all the ways of sharing what the problem is. That's what I help you with in all of my offers, especially in my Academy program. It's the hardest part of feminine communication, is explaining the problem in a beautiful, vulnerable way and staying connected to your heart. You need to be able to share that so he doesn't get defensive. I mean, you're not doing it for that reason, to avoid his defensiveness. You're doing it for you, to honor your heart. Pay attention to your energy. It's the most important thing. Feel the level of vulnerability, that openness feeling. The more open you feel, the more that you know, like, I'm in the right direction with the way that I need to be communicating. He needs to know the emotional impact that he is causing you. And is that going to hurt him? Yes. Is he going to fully understand? Not necessarily. And it doesn't matter how much you try to explain it to him. Don't go into teaching him, but he needs to be able to feel your pain. That's the most important, because at least if he can really truly feel your pain, because you're fully connected to your pain and you're not putting it on him, he can at least start to feel like, I don't want to cause her that pain. I don't really get it why she cares so much, but I don't want to cause her that pain. And now he has an opportunity to start growing up. And it's not just about sharing his problems with other men. I almost never share my problems with other men. And it's not because I'm not capable of it. It's because I just don't need to. It's because I'm very self-resourced, because I've learned how to solve my problems myself, deal with my feelings myself, instead of having someone else deal with everything for me or hear everything. I don't need that. How is a man going to get to that level? He's going to get to that level first by you no longer enabling him not to. And that starts by you learning how to honor your heart, because you deserve better than that kind of treatment. You do. I would like to help you make these shifts. This is what I am here for. Problems like this problem and so many other problems happen in relationships because men and women come into relationships with wounds. Usually a lot of wounds from childhood. And they're very difficult to navigate. You're either going to avoid dealing with this stuff, kind of push it aside, or you're going to fight, usually. It's usually going to be one of those two. Neither of those are going to be productive in any kind of way. There's a better option, and it's feminine communication. It's getting really vulnerable. It's letting go of control. It's no longer enabling. then you're going to see much better behavior, more masculine behavior from your man. You're going to start to become cherished in a way that you never have before. And that's what your feminine instinct needs. I'm here to show you, both on my videos, but much more so in my academy program with my women students, exactly how to make these shifts, exactly when you make mistakes with the way that you're showing up, so that we can correct you, so we can show you a better way, so we can help you with all the feelings, all the stuckness that comes up, help you with the fear of showing up in this way, help you navigate you letting go in a way that's actually safe for you, answer your questions about what you should do if a man's not responding the way that you would hope when using feminine communication, and so much more. If you would like support, if you would not like to do this the really long and hard and painful, difficult way filled with so many mistakes and just struggling needlessly, then make it easier for yourself. Go below this video, open up the description, click on relationshipofyourdreams.com, my website, watch the video that's there. Book a call with me, click that button below it. Book that call, we'll get on a call, we'll talk about what you're going through. You as a woman, you need this support. You need masculine support. And you deserve masculine support. And if you're not fully 100% getting it in your love life right now, then you need to get it somewhere else. When I say need, I'm not saying, you're screwed if you don't. I'm saying that is a feminine need for you to thrive, for you to make these shifts as easy as possible. So you're not doing it all yourself again, just like you might be doing in your relationship, just doing it all yourself again. How about having a man lead you through this? That's what I'm here to do. Get on a call with me. We'll talk about what's going on, what you need to shift. I'll coach you on what you need to shift. I'll show you exactly how you're showing up, even on the call with me, and what you need to do about it. I don't bite. I'm just going to love you. I'm not going to be judgmental towards you. I'm not going to be critical towards you. I'm just here to help and support you. Let's make it happen. Move through any fear that you have. Get on that call. Let's find out if you are right for our academy. This call is free. So if you're serious about getting support, you have no reason not to speak with me. Get on the call and I will see you there. And we're going to have a great time. That's it for this one.